¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Por qué? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
How many people do you think you've killed overall?
I've been in the game.
On the Gulf of Mexico sits an abandoned $26 million mega mansion, rumored to be once owned by the cartel. It has a 25-car garage, an elevator, and a full-size.
I think I was like 18 at the time, and we went to Mexico.
This girl was killed and had all of her teeth removed by a cartel member while on vacation in Mexico. The body of 23-year-old Lisbeth Flores was found dead in the Mexican town of Matamoros. The sad thing is, Lisbeth was a mother of two and was also visiting Mexico for vacation. On August 9th, 2023, Lisbeth told her mother that she would be crossing the border into Matamoros to visit her boyfriend. Lisbeth assured her mother that she would return later that evening. This wasn't her first time crossing the border, but for some reason, her decision to do it did not sit right with her mother at all. Maybe it was her instincts telling her something bad was going to happen. But regardless, she let Lisbeth go. However, when Lisbeth failed to return home that night, her mother knew something was wrong. She filed a missing persons report immediately the next morning. But tragically, the day after filing, Mexican officials discovered Lisbeth's lifeless body abandoned on a field in Matamoros. And the condition of her remains were absolutely horrific. She had been brutally assaulted and all of her teeth were removed from her mouth before she died. And the fatal injury seemed to be from a powerful blow to the head using this large rock that was discovered at the scene. Some say it was robbery, others say it was sexual assault, but no one really knows what happened exactly between Lisbeth and her killer. The good thing is the killer was arrested. Braulio Martinez was caught at his residence in connection with the murder, and after pleading no contest, he was sentenced to 14 years in prison. This girl was killed and had all of her teeth removed by a cartel member.
The FBI is on the case of a missing Texas man they say bragged about stealing thousands of dollars from a Mexican cartel and then disappeared just 2 hours later.
How many people do you think you've killed overall?
I've been in the game for a long time, more than 70 probably.
I mean, I'll have to ask you, what was the most violent thing you've done yourself?
I was taking two recruits to do a task that was given to us. These recruits obviously were new, they didn't know what they were doing. They got nervous, they came back into the car and they told me that the people that were there were armed.
On the Gulf of Mexico.
Mike!
Hey, Mom, do you know that one of the things that the Mexican cartel guys do is like if you betray them, they'll tape you to a chair and they put a mirror in front of you. So you look at yourself in the mirror and they cut the skin off of your face. So they pull your face off and then you watch.
Tommy, I have no interest in knowing because I'm not going to do anything to the cartel, so don't worry about it.
Then you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, Mom, do you know that one of the things that the Mexican cartel guys do is like if you betray them, they'll tape you to a chair and they put a mirror in front of you. So you look at yourself in the mirror and they cut the skin off of your face. So they pull your face off and then you.
What people don't necessarily understand about cartels is they group together.
Anyone who commits a crime in Tijuana will soon find themselves.
Right. But the cartels have found a way to take it over and make it the right.
I knew a guy, Mexican-American, works for the border at the San Ysidro crossing.
Okay, hey guys. So a lot of you guys were asking me for a story time of what happened when I was kidnapped in Mexico. So
a real gangster, he ain't running his mouth. He ain't talking about none of his accolades.
So my father basically he raped my sister when we were young.
80,000 pound house right now. This is the address. So we're driving. I remember I got to a place called Limehouse.
I knew a guy, Mexican, who works for the border at the San.
It's now been 24 hours since El Chapo's son was arrested, and it has been an all-out war between the cartel and the Mexican military. The death toll has now risen to 29 and 30.
Because that's a great example. Those leaders.
He decided to do something extremely stupid. Record a video insulting Emasayo Oseguera Cervantes, known as El Mencho.
If you had a serial killer next to your house, next door, and he was bringing kids in there and killing kids, and you could hear the shit, and you witnessed it, whatever else, you would not tell the police that there's a monster living next door to you?
Nah, we gonna get some of the little homies to smoke him. He gonna be out of here.
So if you had a serial killer next to your house, next door.
I was going on 13 years old the first time.
There was this dude that came in from a 2-year-old.
And as you're playing the game, hey Holmes, where you fools from? And as you're playing the game, hey Holmes, where you fools from? You hear it once, you're playing the game, you're on the ball, bam, 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 you know, you're doing it, you know, you get a good rally. Hey Holmes, where you from? That's it. Now I'm thinking it's another game. Oh, they're probably someone else up. Hey, I ask you again,
This mother and her 10-month-old baby were murdered by the cartel. 16-year-old Alyssa Perez was found deceased holding her 10-month-old baby, Nicholas, in a ditch in Tulare, California. Officers